So everyone, I welcome you all to a training part. My name is Nirankar Shrivastav, and previously I have done many work like worked as a pen tester, I worked as an instructor, I work as a consultant. So I have 3 plus years of experience in cybersecurity, and plus I have experience in delivering of over 2000 hours of training and 500 hours of training for individual. I was also acknowledged by Verizon Media, Reddit, and Glassdoor. So I worked as a bug bounty hunter also. That's great. Now, what we'll do, we'll start with introduction of CEH course. So what we are going to learn and what we have in this course. So as you all know, this is provided by the EC Council. So in the CEH, like we have different packages. So for like if you want to go with the examination, so you have to contact Nitish sir or Anshuman sir for purchasing the package so that you can decide after training if you want to go with or not. And like being certified is the best thing in the world you can do. So this is the 3 packages: CEH, CEH Pro, and Elite. And for India we have CEH Lite also. So you can ask that for like it don't have the exam retake, but for the pricing you can contact Nitish sir or Anshuman sir. Now,
If you enjoyed the content of the video, don't forget to like and share the video and subscribe to our channel.
what is the course outline that we have? So today we will start with introduction to ethical hacking, and tomorrow what we'll do is we will set up your lab. So setting up lab is required like installing VMwares and VirtualBox. I think so you all can have the VMware or you have experience of installing setup wizard or not. So please let me know. Anybody over here doesn't have any experience installing softwares in Windows? I think so you all have. So in the course outline, we'll start with introduction to hacking, and our like hours are separated. Like we'll start for 2 hours of training daily, and max to max it will go for 2.5 hours. And between like 2 hours, there is a break for 10 minutes. That is in between the hours. And second chapter that is footprinting and recurrence, and that require the lab. So we'll set up the lab tomorrow. Then we have scanning networks, enumeration part, vulnerability analysis, system hacking, malware threats, sniffing, social engineering, denial of service or DOS attack, session hijacking, evading IDS, firewalls, and honeypot, hacking the web servers, hacking the web application, SQL injection, hacking wireless network, hacking mobile platform, IoT and OT hacking, cloud computing, and cryptography. This is our course outline that we have for CEH. And yeah, any doubt till now? Like any queries related to CEH?
Additionally, do we also cover SIEM tool uses and all the things?
What can you please repeat? Additionally,
Additionally, means these are what you have uh, what you have explored that these are the course content. But in addition, part of the course, do we get the knowledge of some of C or example of some of SIEM tool and how to monitor that type.
okay. I think so. You are asking about C programming language, right?
No, no, SIEM tool. SIEM.
Okay, okay. Seal tool. Yeah, we'll cover that all part. Like in the upcoming lectures, we'll start with like different toolkits and
Okay,
all. So Seal tool is not like included, but we have multiple tools that is offered by the EC Council.
correct.
Okay. Any further queries? Okay, that's great. So I will suggest everyone to have patience and stay with the course. And like after 10 to 12 module, you can purchase the like kit if you want. So why I'm telling to purchase the kit because there's some lab practical which is available in the kit and which we cannot perform in the local lab. This needs lot of like system requirements and lab settings. So those are different things. So this is a lab which is provided by the EC Council. If you go with the course, I'll just show you the lab practicals whenever it is needed. Most probably we'll do the labs in the local that we will create tomorrow. But like for different type of hacking which cannot be done in the environment that we have, I will show you the lab so you can like wrote down the commands and understand how it works. So this is some kind of lab. It is loading. You have to connect with the server, and yeah, let's open a lab and I will show you how it's look like. Okay, till our lab is loading, what we'll do is like we will understand what we are going to learn today and what we will learn in the further classes. Okay, so I'll talk about like what we're going to learn. So we'll learn about key issue that is plaguing the information world, hacking methodologies and framework, information security controls, and information security laws and standards. We'll learn about network scanning techniques, scanning countermeasures, animation technique, animation countermeasures. So like every chapter that we are going to learn, we have the countermeasures for that also. So this particular course is about the Red Hat team because we are going with offensive approach. And for the like defensive approach, it needs coding to patch and all. So we will have the countermeasures. So we will just tell that to the blue team that we have this and we receive this, and I have the countermeasures. Please apply this patch. So that is the work of blue team or developers, you can say. Now, CEH class is extremely fast paced, and we have total number of 20 classes. We have also like for 20 classes we have in the last week exams schedule. So this exam is for your practice. We'll repeat the exam till your 125 out of 125 questions are correct that I will show you. So please, you are all required to practice with the tools and the tons of hacking tools and hacking technologies that is covered in the curriculum. And I will not able to do all the tools in the class, but I will show you most of all. Like if I talk about system hacking, I will show you what how I can do, how I will enter it. For example, I'm entering the system by using MSF console. This is a tool. There are multiple ways that a person can enter into a system. So I will just show you one way how you can do that, but there are multiple ways that is mentioned. So like with that, I want to share resources. I'll share these resources tomorrow because it has many resources, so don't get like confused with that. I'll share the resources tomorrow. Let me show you what we have. Or I can share it today only, so I will share it today. And this is the resource that I'm going to share today. You need to keep it safe with you every time, so bookmark it. So here we have the exam preparation, so that this has the questions and answers of it. Here's some tools. So right now you don't require to use this. This is for the Windows tool. And here is the verb for the like web application pen testing. Here are some books. So it's here are lots of book we can say. Here is the CEH book. So it is important book. So it covers everything. The CEH book important which I have written over here. And here's the write up if you want to go with the hack the box. So anybody over here know what is hack the box or heard about the term?
Yes.
Okay. So basically hack the box.
Hackthebox is the
Website.
online tool
Yeah. Where we can.
where we can practice the servers, whatever the tools and servers are there, and we can apply and we can learn over there, right?
Yeah. That's great. Yeah, Bhavish, you want to say something?
Yeah, I'm also saying that same
Okay.
that Hackbox offers our as online servers and systems, so we can target them and we can try to hack.
Okay, that's great. You know that. So yeah, all listen that. So this is some kind of pen testing we can say where we will attack a system that is hosted over in the server. And here we have like basic commands for the Linux, and also we'll learn about that also. This is about the book. We have the lab versus, so it covers the Kali Linux and the Windows and Windows 7. In the networking, we have nmap sheet. Yeah, I'll paste this URL into chat box and also in the like our channel, Telegram channel. But I will do that like in the coming classes so that you all don't get afraid of what we have. And okay, I will share it today only. Let's say because just keep it safe. I'll share it again if you want, but keep it safe every time with you. So I'll paste this into the Telegram. Just wait for it. Let it refresh. Okay, I'll paste this link afterward. So you all have the link right now. Please save it somewhere. It's important for the course. Now, what we have is like over here, I will show you the lab. So in the lab, we have the Parrot OS. So this is the operating system that is similar to Kali Linux. Then we have Windows 11, Android machine, Windows Server 2019, Windows Server 2022, and Ubuntu. So this is the operating system that is available over the cloud. Now, in the real time, what we are going to set up, we are using virtual machine, VMware. And we have Windows 7 installed and Kali Linux installed. I have Windows 10 also. So I'm going to target Windows 7 mostly and Windows 10 mostly in this chapter. And yeah, that is our like offline lab that we have. So like I can also like subscribe to CEH crew like CHQ for you all. So you have to like it is external package for it. So like CEH CyberQ that I was showing you, you can practice the CEH lab 24/7 from anywhere. That is for the lab sessions. And yeah, that is our CyberQ. I'll introduce you also till now. Um, any queries that you want to like raise. And
Uh,
yeah, hello.
so one, audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay. My doubt is there. If my laptop or my desktop is having 16 GB of RAM, it is sufficient to use VMware.
Yeah, it's sufficient. I use like VMware and 8 gigs of RAM. So yeah, that's good. That's double of it. So what we are going to do is, first of all, let's understand the exam pattern. So our exam code, if you are going with exam, it's C1250. Number of questions that we have is 125. Duration for the exam is of 4 hour. So let's start the hacking. So everyone is ready with the class, like we're going to start and we are going to start with the first chapter that is Introduction to Ethical Hacking.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for the confirmation. So let's start with the chapter that is Introduction to Ethical Hacking. So let's start with concepts of like ethical hacking or information security. So if I talk about information security, now many of you are familiar with the first chapter that I'm just going to write over here because these terms are always there in your day-to-day life of your technical background. If I talk about information security, so we have element of it. So information security is the state of well-being of information infrastructure in which the possibility of theft, tampering, and distribution of or dispersion of information and services is low or terrible. So we are going to save our information security. So the information security has many elements like confidentiality, integrity, availability, authenticity, and non-repudiation. And information security and cybersecurity both are different terms. If I talk about information security, so it is about the all the security needs that your organization need, and cybersecurity is related to the security over the internet that your organization is using, network or the application that is running on network. So that comes under the cybersecurity. But let's say you are having any file which is physical file, you want to save this, it is confidential, so it's come under information security. Now the confidentiality, if I talk about, so it is the assurance that the information is accessible to only those who are authorized to have the access. The integrity, so integrity is the trustworthiness of data or resources in terms of preventing improper or unauthorized change. So nobody can change our data integrity. If I talk about what is integrity, so integrity is something where I don't want my data to be changed anytime anyone with the unauthorized user cannot change it. Now, availability. So it is required that the data should be available 24/7. Authenticity. So it refers to the characteristics of communication, documents, and any data that ensure the quality of being genuine. Reputation. So it is a guarantee that the sender of a message cannot later deny having sent the message, and the message that the recipient received cannot deny that I didn't receive the message. So let's say I'm just teaching right now. I cannot deny that I'm not teaching, and you cannot deny that you are not learning. So that is non-repudiation. I hope these terms are clear for everyone. Anybody has any doubt in these terms?
Integrity part. Can you repeat, please?
Integrity, right? So in integrity, I can say a person cannot modify the data. Let's say you create an app. This is your app around. The app name is A, and you don't want me as a user to change the information of this app, like the backend information that is required to be processed. That is integrity. So integrity is saving the data to not be getting changed by an unauthorized user. Understand? Hello.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we have a formula for attack. Attack is equal to motive plus method plus vulnerability. So this is the formula. So motive is the goal. So it is behind the what you want. Let's say disrupting the business continuity, stealing the information, causing financial loss, taking revenge, demanding ransom. That is the motive. Method is what we are going to and how we are going to exploit the system. A vulnerability is what we have to find. So let's say if my leg is broken, so that is my vulnerability. So a person can kick over my leg and take the revenge from me. That is the vulnerability of my side. Now, if I talk about classification of attacks, so like be patient. This chapter is all theoretical. If I talk about classifications of attack, the classifications of attack start from passive attack. So remember passive and active. This both attack type are always there in every chapter. Let's say if I'm talking about footprinting, so there is a passive footprinting, active footprinting. If I talk about the sniffing, there's passive sniffing, active sniffing. So sniff like passive and active is always there. So remember passive is where we do not tamper with the data. So here I'm not going to modify data while listening. Passive attack, do not tamper with the data. Tamper means changing the data or disturbing the data, let's say in the simple word, do not tamper with data. And active attack, it tamper with the data. If I talk about active attack. So if we talk about like passive attack more, so let's say I'm monitoring the network traffic and data flow on the target network. So it includes sniffing and eavesdropping. If I talk about active attacks, so here I'm disrupting the communication and services between the system to bypass or break into secured system. Let's say man in the middle attack, session hijacking, SQL injection, denial of service attack. So here I don't care about like anyone that a person can caught me. I'm just doing so that I'm getting like I can get inside the system. And we can know that if I go with active attack, the administrator can get notified that someone inside your system. But the active attacks are like most um, alerting attack. Then we have close-in attack. So close-in attack are performed when the attacker is in close physical proximity with the target system or network in order to gather, modify, and disrupt access of the system or information. So this requires your physical access into the infrastructure. Insider attack. So insider attacks are like involve using privileged access to violate rules or intentionally cause a threat to the organization information and information system. Let's say I was hired by a good company. Let me know about cybersecurity. So mm, okay, I was hired by Casper Sky. So that makes antivirus, that is affordable antivirus, and I'm having intention of like disrupting their communications to destroy their systems and all. So I was hired by the Kaspersky. Now I will use my access. I will go over there into system. I will start with my hacking techniques. I will try to disrupt the communications and servers over there and try to steal the data and sell it over the like enemy company or you can say competitor. That is the insider attack. It includes the theft of physical devices, planting keylogger, backdoors, and malware. I can like take a hard drive from system, bring back it to my home, format it, and use it. So that is a type of insider attack. That is because if I am going to steal a device, that is making the company a financial loss. Then distribution attack. So distribution attack occur when the attacker tamper with hardware or software prior to installation. Let's say you are going to buy a laptop from me. I will just install the backdoors and malwares virus into your laptop and send it to you. So you will see like my laptop is working fine, but in the background my virus is running and I can steal the data that you are going to enter. That is the classification of attack. Any doubt in this? So we'll start with information warfare. Information. So the term information warfare or info war refer to use of information communication technology to gain competitive advantage over an opponent. So it has two: defensive information warfare and offensive. So if I talk about the defensive, so it refers to all strategies and action designed to defend against attacks on ICT assets. If I talk about offensive, the offensive refer to the information warfare that like involve against the ICT asset. So this is the attack of an opponent. So defense is defending and attack is attacking. So in the defense we have like prevention, alerts, detection, preparedness like in emergency and response. This team is also known as blue team in organization. So right now, but because we are seeing as information warfare, so this is between the countries. And offensive team is about the let's say web application attack, web server attack, malware attack, man in the middle attack, and system hacking. This is the information warfare. In the defensive warfare, we go with prevention, alerts, detection, emergency preparedness, response. In the offensive, we try to attack. So we'll go with like web application attack, go with web servers attack, malware attack, man in the middle attack, and system hacking. So now, if I talk about CEH hacking methodology, it is also known as CHM. So let's start with footprinting, goes to scanning, and enumeration. So don't take tension if you are not like clear with any of the topic. We'll go with one by one. And this is whole chapter about footprinting, scanning, enumeration, and vulnerability analysis. So this is the flow diagram. Then we'll go with system hacking. So our system hacking part is what this is the main hacking. So from the second chapter to the system hacking is what we can apply in everything. Like if I'm going with web, if I'm going with also like if I go with system hacking, so I have the idea of how I can get inside a system and hack it. So I pretty much of idea of doing everything. That is the mindset over here. If I talk about the web application hacking, that is a mindset. If I talk about web application hacking, that is same technique I'm going to apply on the IoT hacking. The difference is the application is available every time. The IoT you have to find it, like find over the internet, find the IPs for the Internet of Things. Let's say if you want to hack the smartwatch, traffic lights, so that you have to find. So after this, we go with system hacking. System hacking has gaining access, escalating privileges, maintaining access, and clearing log. So this is about the system hacking part that we'll see. So this is the CEH hacking methodology. Then we have cyber kill chain methodology. So it is important, the cyber kill chain from the exam point of view. And it is also important for your day-to-day life if you want to go with the hacking. So this is just a general uh, term, but it is right now linked with the chain, so it makes it different. I'll paste image over here. So this is the cyber kill chain. Start with recognition or reconnaissance. So let's say in the reconnaissance is a simpler with the footprinting. Both the data, both the name is same, but reconnaissance gathered the data on the target to probe for weak points. Here we harvest the email addresses, conference information, etc. Second, we have weaponizations. So weaponization here we create a deliverable, a malicious payload using an exploit and a backdoor. Third, we have delivery. So in the delivery, we send the virus or weaponized bundle to the victim machine using email, USB, etc. Like I can go and host a web server, and if a person will visit over there, it will already it will automatically start downloading. That is the delivery part. Then we have exploitation. So exploitation. So once the virus or payload has been sent over the machine, we'll exploit a vulnerability by executing code on the victim system. Then the installation, so once the virus has exploited, we'll have the access of the system. So we'll install the malwares, we install multiple different things that we want. And then we will go for command and control. So here we create command and control channel to communicate and pass the data back and forth. The action of on objective, so we'll achieve our goal after hacking a system. So it can be anything. Let's say if I'm going to hack a person that is working in the bank, so my goal is to steal the credentials of the admin logins of the bank or the user logins. So the cyber chain methodology, it provides the data insight into the attack phases, which helps cybersecurity professionals to understand the adversary tactics, techniques, and procedure beforehand. And cyber kill chain methodology is a component of intelligence-driven defense for the identification and prevention of malicious intrusion activities. Now, we mentioned a term tactics, technique, and procedure. It is also known as TTPs. S is S is small over here. Here's the small s. Okay. The term tactics, techniques, and procedures. So it referred to patterns of activities and method associated with specific threat actors or group of threat actors. If I talk about tactics, so tactics are the guideline that describe how and what is the way an attacker perform the attack from the beginning to the end. If I talk about technique, so techniques are the technical method used by an attacker to achieve intermediate result during the attack. If I talk about procedures, so procedures are organizational approach that threat actor follow to launch an attack. This is the TTPs. And out till now, you all can listen me.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Also, we have the diamond model of intrusion analysis. So intrusion is, let's say, if I get inside a system, I'm the intruder, like of victim. Diamond model of intrusion analysis. So why it is diamond model? So it's a shape in diamond. Adversary, capabilities, capability, victim, infrastructure, and adversary. So here user, develop, exploit, connects to, deployed via. So adversary develops capability, it exploit victim, infrastructure connect to victim, like victim, then it leads to connecting to infrastructure, and they uses the infrastructure. The diamond model offer a framework for identifying the cluster of events that are correlated on any of the system in the organization. It can control the vital atomic element occurring in an intrusion activity, which is referred as a diamond event. So using this model which I have made over here, you can like guess the efficient mitigations approach can be developed and analytic efficiency can be increased. If I talk about the adversary, so an opponent who was behind the attack is the term adversary. Victim, so victim is the target that has been exploited or where the attack has performed. Capability, that is the attack strategies or how the attack was performed. Infrastructure is what the adversary used to reach the victim. So this whole is who, where, how, what. So this is the main thing. So now, what is hacking? This is a question for everyone. What is hacking? Anybody can respond. Like, what is hacking?
Sir, basically unauthorized access of any system or resource of any network or any person.
Yeah, that's great. That's a part of it. So let's say hacking refers to exploiting system vulnerabilities and compromising security controls to gain unauthorized or inappropriate access to a system resource. That is what you said, and that is correct. Now, it also involves modifying system or application features to achieve a goal outside the organization or outside the creator original purpose. And hacking can be used to steal and redistribute intellectual property, leading to business losses. Now, who is a hacker? So, hacker is an intelligent individual with excellent computer skills who can create and explore computer software and hardware. So you all will become excellent people with the excellent computer skills after this course, after this training. Then for some, hacker is a hobby. So it depends on you if you go with the hacking as a hobby, career, or your passion. So it depends on you. And some hacker intention is to gain knowledge and probe and do illegal things. That is not I would suggest to go with, because in India also we have, or in any country, they have the cybersecurity law which will impose, and you will go to with the jail if you go with this. Now the hacker has some classes. So you're familiar with black hat, white hat, gray hat, but now we have suicide hacker, script kiddie, cyber terrorist, state sponsored hacker, and hacktivist. So this is the hacker classes that we have. So starting with black hat, so this is the individual with extraordinary computer skills and they resort to do malicious things and disruptive activity, and also known as crackers. If we talk about white hat, so okay, so white hat are the individual who use their professional hacking skills for defensive purposes and also known as security analysts. So they have the permission for the system owner from the system owner. So ethical hacking is something, if I talk about, is hacking with the permission. And best thing, if you are going to hack, so best thing to do, just give an agreement that I'm going to penetrate and this all things I will do. Please don't interfere, and I have the permission to penetrate your system. So please get it signed and then do the hacking, ethical hacking. If we talk about grey hat, so they are the individual who work both offensive and defensive at the various time, and these people are the money-minded people mostly. So they will see their profit. So let's say if they are getting more profit with going good things, they will go with white hat type, and if you are getting more profit while doing the illegal things, you will go with black hat. So this is the gray hat. Now, suicide hacker. So suicide hackers are the individual who aim to bring down the system and infrastructure for a cause and are not worried about facing jail terms or any other kind of punishment. So suicide hackers are the people who don't have the fear of getting caught by police. They'll just do the hacking and get inside the system. Script kiddies. So script kiddies are the unskilled hacker who compromise system by running various script tools and software that were developed by the real hackers. So right now in this course, after this course, we all will pass as a script kiddie, and then you have to move with the heads and like procedures that you want to go. Please don't do anything illegal. Now we have the cyber terrorists. So cyber terrorists are the individual with the wide range of skills who are motivated by releases or political beliefs to create fear through the large scale distribution of computer network. Then we have state-sponsored hackers. So state-sponsored hackers are the individual who are employed by the government to penetrate and gain secret information from do manage to the information for other governments. So let's say if I'm in the state A and state B is my competitor, I will hire a hacker and I will gather the information of state B government. Then we have activists. So activist is the group of people or a person who promote political agenda by hacking, especially using the hacking to deface and disable website. So the most famous group, if I talk about hacktivist, is Anonymous. They are the group who do hacking for a cause. So this is it for first half. And yeah, like wait. Also we have one more term that is introduced in the CEH version 12. That is hacker, teams, industrial spies, insider, organized hackers, and criminal syndicates. So hacker teams are the group of skilled hackers having their own resources and funding. They work together in synergy for researching the state of art of technologies. Industrial spies are the individual who perform corporate espionage by illegally spying on the competitor organization and focus on stealing information such as blueprint and formulas. Insider, so insider is the I've already explained, so they are the trusted person who get inside this organization for their own intention. Criminal syndicate is the group of individuals that are involved in organized plan and prolonged criminal activity. They illegally emphasize money by performing supposed a difficult kind of cyber attack that is not that popular. So let's say they hack banks and all. So they will become the headlines. Organized hackers are the hardened criminal who use rented device or botnet to perform various cyber attack. That is about the hacker classes. So now we'll take the 10-minute break and we'll meet after 10 minutes. So everybody, you all are fine and awake. Hello.
Yes, we are.
Yes,
Okay, that's great. Everyone, are you all back?
yes,
Okay.
Yes, we are.
So if we talk about ethical hacking now, that involve using the hacking tools trick technique to identify vulnerabilities and ensure system security. And it focus on simulating the techniques used by attacker to verify the existence of exploitable vulnerabilities into the system security. So the main thing in the ethical hacking is with the permission of concerned authorities. Concerned authorities. So why is ethical hacking necessary? To beat a hacker, you need to think like one. Like, ethical hacking is necessary as it allow for counter attack against the malicious hacker through anticipating the method used to break into the system. And the reason why organizations recruit ethical hackers is to prevent hackers to uncover vulnerabilities, strengthening an organization security postures, to provide adequate preventive measures in order to avoid security breaches, to help safeguard customer data, to enhance the security awareness at all level in the business. So normally, what ethical hackers try to answer the following questions is what an intruder see into the target system? Can you please answer? Like, what an intruder, what can an intruder see on the target system? And what can intruder do with that information? So let's say if I talk about what can intruder see on target system, that will see in reconnaissance and scanning phases, but let's say intruder will able to see the system information, system file information and all. And intruder can do many things with that information, and it will take time, efforts, and money to obtain adequate protection. And skill for ethical hackers. So if I talk about skills, so they're the technical skills and the non-technical skills. So if I talk about the technical skills, it requires in-depth knowledge of major operating system environment, that is Windows, Unix, Linux, and Mac. In-depth knowledge of network concepts. So concepts, I'm just talking about the concepts, technologies, and related to hardware and software. So you all are just required to have the concepts of networking. If not, no issues. We'll learn about that also. A computer information of technical domains, knowledgeable about security areas and related issues, and high technical knowledge for launching sophisticated attack. So we'll develop a whole mindset over here. This is required for ethical hacker. So like after this course, you will become ethical hacker. So you'll have the skills. And the non-technical skills are ability to learn that you're doing right now. strong work ethics, committed to the organization security policies, and awareness of local standards and laws. Now, I will summarize techniques that is used in information security controls, starting with IA, that is information assurance. IA. Now, IA refer to the assurance that integrity, availability, confidentiality, and authenticity of information system is protected during the usage, processing, storage, and transmission of informations. Now, this confidentiality, let me write it over here, side, integrity, and availability. This three will make CIA triads. So this is CIA triad, confidentiality, integrity, availability. That is, you should all know. Now, some of the processes that help in achieving information assurance include developing local policies, processes, and guidelines, design network user authentication strategies, identifying network vulnerabilities and threats, identifying problem and resource requirement, creating for identified resource requirement, creating plans, and applying appropriate information assurance controls, performing certification accreditations that you are doing right now, providing information assurance training. That is IA. Now, there is defense in depth. So, defense in depth is a security strategy in which several protection layers are placed throughout an information system. It helps to prevent direct attack against the system and its data because if a person is breaking one layer only leads to the attacker to the next layer. So I'll explain it right now. Okay. So this is how the defense in depth looks like. So this person over here is the physical your security guard of organization person. Then there is the firewall of network. Then there is the like parameter, internal network, authentications, and then the data. So normally person or attacker is is have to go through this all layers. First we have the policy, procedures, and awareness, then the physical layer. So the policy, procedures, and awareness is, let's say, if I just go with the social engineering, a person can be trapped, and if I do something illegal, so I can caught up in jail. That I should know what is the policies, procedure, awareness in around my side. Then the physical parameter. Then there's a network, computer, application, and device. The network I'm talking about internal network over here. So this is defense in depth. Now what is risk? So risk refers to degree of uncertainty or expectation that an adverse event may cause damage to the system. Now the risks are categorized into different level according to estimated impact on the system. So it is low, medium, high. The different levels are there for the risk. We'll know about the risk and learn about it more while doing the vulnerability analysis. And then we have the risk management. So risk management is the process of reducing and maintaining risk at an acceptable level. So we cannot avoid the risk, but we can reduce it. So we have the cyber threat intelligence, types of threat intelligence, strategic, tactical, operational, and technical. Strategic, it is the high level information on changing risk consumed by high level executive and management. Tactical, so tacticals are the information on attacker TTPs, techniques and procedures. So it consumed by the IT service, SOC managers, administrators, etc. Operational, so operations are the information on a specific incoming attack consumed by security managers and network defenders. Technical, so technicals are the information on specific indicator of compromise. So it is consumed by the SOC staff, SOC staff, and IR team, incident response team. So threat has a life cycle. So it starts with planning and directions, go with the collection, processing and exploitation, analysis, and then the integration part. That is about the threats. Now the term incident management. So incident management is a set of defined processes to identify, analyze, prioritize, and resolve security incidents. So incident management has the vulnerability handling, artifact handling, announcement, alerts. And in the incident handling, we have triage, report and detection, incident response, analysis. So if I talk about triage, so triage is a period when a person is when a person identified a vulnerability and send it to a department to get it fixed or patch. So the period is known as triage. So person will respond, patch it, and give it like completed. Till now, in doubt? Hello.
No, sir, no doubt.
Okay. So
No, sir.
uh, nowadays, AI and ML, artificial intelligence and machine learning, is preventing cyber attacks. How? Like by password protection or authentication, phishing detection and prevention, threat detection, vulnerability management, behavioral analytics, network securities, fraud detections. So by this, like AI and ML is detecting that. So why we need a person in the cybersecurity? See, if a person is going to hack a system, so they're not going to go with the same strategy and same tool. Hacking is a very complicated term, so you will not able to guess how attacker hack it. It is all a mindful term. So AI and ML is all design a set of instructions to learn it and to grow more. But a person can hack it and do that. Let's say if a AI install and AI is running on the cloud, and if I am able to compromise the cloud, I can compromise whole infrastructures of different organization who is using the same services. Now we'll talk about the laws and standards, starting with PCI-DSS. So this is the payment card industry data security standard. Whenever you make a payment, you can see there's a tick mark, like while going giving the OTPs and all. There's a tick mark at the bottom written PCI-DSS while doing another payment. Payment card industry. So this is the PCI DSS. So the payment card industry data security standard is a proprietary information security standard for organization that handle card holder information for major debit, credit, prepaid, e-pulse, ATM, POS cards. The PCI DSS applies to all entities involved in payment card processing, include merchants, processors, acquirers, issuers, and service providers, as well as entity to the stores, processes, or transmit control cardholder data. So the PCI DSS over here, if I talk about it, build and maintain secure network. It protect the cardholder data, implement strong access control measures, and maintain an information security policies. Then we have ISO IEC 2701 is to 2013. So This ISO IEC 27001 2013 specify a requirement for establishing, implementing, and maintaining continuing like it for improving an information security management system. This is for like establishing, implementing, maintaining, and continually improving an information security management system within the context of the organization. So this include like to use formulas for security requirements and objective within the organizations and use within the organization to ensure the security risks are cost efficiently managed and defi- like define of how a person is going to attack and how we are going to save it, and definition of new information security management process. It is used by organization management to determine the status of information security management activities. Then there's a term HIPAA. So these are the standards. So HIPAA is health, insurance, portability, and accountability. So HIPAA has some different rules. If I talk about electronic transaction code set standard, so it require every provider who does business electronically to use same healthcare transaction code set and identifier. Privacy rule, so it provides federal protection for personal health information held by covered entities. So let's say your health information will not be get shared, so that is covered under the HIPAA rule. The security rules will specify a series of administrative, physical, and technical safeguards for covered entities to ensure the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of electronically protected health information. CIA traits are used everywhere. The confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Let's say you are using and making app, so you have to use CIA threads where you don't want your data to be leaked, so that is confidentiality. You don't want it to modify. There is integrity, and you want it to be available every time when a person requires, so that is availability. Then we have SOX. This is Sarbanes-Oxley Act. So whenever you heard about an investing or investor, that is inside this act. So this is enacted in 2002, and the Sarbanes-Oxley Act is designed to protect investor and the public by increasing the accuracy and reliability of corporate disclosures. That is for protecting the investors and public. Then we have the DMCA, which is Digital Millennium Copyright Act. So this is in the United States Copyright Act, which implemented in the World Intellectual Property Organization, and it defined the legal prohibitions against the circumvention of technology protection measures employed by copyright owners to protect their works against and the removal of alternation of copyright management information. So this act is for the copyright purposes. Let's say you have a copyright over there, so you don't want it to be removed or you don't want it to be taken. To define the legal prohibitions for those a person who copy your work. Then we have the FISMA. So FISMA is Federal Information Security Management Act. So this provide comprehensive framework for ensuring the effectiveness of information security control over the information resources that support federal operations and assets. So this is for the government federal services, that your information should be confidential. Then there is the GDPR, General Data Protection Regulation. The GDPR regulation was put into effect on May 25, 2018, and is the most stringent privacy and security law globally. So the GDPR uh, has the different protection principle like lawfulness, fairness, and transparency. And then we have the purpose limitation, data minimization, accuracy, storage limitation, integrity, confidentiality, accountability. So this is a general protection regulation that is over the global. Then we have DPA, that is Data Protection Act. The DPA, and this is the DPA 2018. Right now I'm talking about DPA 2018. So the DPA 2018 is set of framework for data protection law in the UK, United Kingdom, and it updates and replaces the Data Protection Act 1998, which came into effect on 25th May 2018. And DPA is an act to make provision for the regulation of processing of information relating to individual, making provision for, in connection with the Information Commissioner functions, and this like protect individual concerning data and personal data that are required by the person like laws to be processed. So let's say I don't want my data to be accessible for anyone, so I will go with Data Protection Act 2018 in UK. Now different countries have the different law. If I talk about the United States, so they have the different laws. If I talk about the Australia, so they have the different laws. The Trademark Act 1995 is by the Australia. Then the United Kingdom has the Trademark Act 1994, and the China has the copyright law of People Republic of China, so they have a different rule. The India has the Patent Amendments Act 1999 and the Information Technology Act. Germany has Section 202. The different act for different countries. So in this module, we learn about the cyber attacks, CHM. We discuss about this hacker classes, and we discuss about how the person can go and hack it. What is defense in depth? What is risk management? What is cyber threat intelligence? What is AI and ML? So that is all we learn in this chapter. So we have completed our module one. So everyone, how was the first module?
Much informative.
Thank you for the information. Now, one more thing, like before concluding today's session soon, I want you all to install VMware in your system. So you will install the VMware 16 Pro version because I will like provide the key for this.
Sir,
Yeah.
the last thing we read something regarding that ads. Then that is important for this paper that we need to go through the in-depth detail for that.
No, you don't have to go with in-depth detail. They will just ask like what is the Copyright Act. Then there is the option that is given. Then like a person is going to invest. So I will just share the questions what we are going to have in the example of it. And if you pass and if you go with the good marks that in the practice test, that means you can pass the exam also. So you have to go with practice test again and again. I will just share it all. So right now I've shared the link for the
Mm.
like VMware. Piyush, is your doubt clear? Piyush,
Yes, sir.
is your doubt clear?
Yes, sir.
And also, we are going to use Kali Linux, the virtual machine one. So you have to download this. Click over here, the download
Done,
button,
sir.
and download it. Okay. So everyone is required to install this two applications. The virtual machine, if you open this link, you have to go over here and download this one. First one. This is download symbol. You can install this. And installation part we'll do tomorrow. So that is it for today. I hope you all like the session. Today we are closing it soon because like I don't want it to stack the mind with the informations too much in one day. That this is just the introductory session. So thank you so much for joining. Have a great day.